It is 5:30 a.m. here in Bloomington-Normal. We have risen up early and are heading to the farm. In the horizon, we can see the sun preparing to rise. During summer season like today, the sun rises early and sets late. It is because of this reason that the USA experiences longer days and shorter nights during such a season. It is also during this season that farmers plant and harvest their crops.
Most of this land would be tilled at the end of the harvest season, which would be November. Most of November, many of the farmers will want to till the farm so that when the snow comes, it can penetrate through and get the water underground. Those who can't do it, they'll start doing it in April or May. Then by mid-May, many start planting. Come end of June, all the planting is done. So like this maize was planted, I would say mid-May, and it's ready already. Yeah, it takes about 3 months. Yeah, about 3 months. And as you can see, it's quite ready. It's nice and soft for eating. So now the African community like it in this condition.
We drive through thousands of acres of farmland. The main crop here is corn and soybeans. The farmers here practice crop rotation in order to maintain the rich nutrients of the soil. Today, we are joining Mama Janet Zintambila, a Kenyan-born American farmer, for her annual corn harvesting festival.
If you're wondering who Janet is, reach out to this. We have this Kwitu women group, and we have chapters. Kama sasa Illinois tuko na chapter yetu ya Kwitu, and Janet is right there. If you just go in one of the Kwitu groups in Illinois, ask for Janet, she will right away answer you back and she will give you her contacts.
For the past 15 years, Mama Janet's CHJ Umoja Gardens has grown by leaps and bounds.
Umoja means unity, and this really has united people. This has brought people of all nationalities, especially of the African continent, together. And I'm hoping beyond this, we can find ways that we can all come together, not just for maize, but sit down, let's talk, let's enjoy each other, let's learn from one another, and let's see what we can do to help our continent back home.
Through her farming activities, Mama Janet gives not only African immigrants, but also immigrants of many nationalities a chance to celebrate corn harvesting the way they used to do back home in their countries. This is such a unique experience that unites people of many different nationalities.
Yeah, they're very good, the garden. The corn very good, somebody coming right here, the corn.
They speak different languages.
Hey, Jambo.
Hey, Maduma.
But on the farm, they speak only one language, the language of corn. Here in the USA, maize, as we know it, is known as corn.
Hey, land is there, farm is here. You have to hustle and we hustle. There's nothing easy, honestly. I think America has been painted as an easy society where things come easy, but they don't come easy. Even the Americans themselves, honestly, they work hard. Yeah, they really work hard. And so I have respect for them, and I hope our people can realize that, hey, nothing comes easy if you don't work hard for it.
For Mama Janet, her farm is small, nestled in between thousands of acres of farmland owned by American farmers. But she is resilient. She is persistent. She knows that in life, you cannot get everything you want all at the same time. The Kenyan spirit in her tells her that it is better to be a few steps behind in a race rather than watch the race from the sidelines.
Oh, honestly, I look at the farms and I wish I could have as much as they have. But you know, many of these farms were inherited from their parents or from their grandparents. I am content with what I do. I have had to come to a point and say where I am, I'm content with what I do for now. And if God ever leads that piece of big farm to me, hey, I'll be happy.
Nobody can tell the beautiful story of this farm better than 5-year-old Isabel.
Hello, my name is Isabel, and today I have some wonderful news for you. And today, before we go on to a long story, I'm gonna tell you something. And why I came here is because I love harvesting, and it's my favorite thing to do, and that's why I came here. And my school is Providence, and my teacher is Mrs. Bunyak, and my class is now kindergarten.
According to her mother, Kathy Oyer, Isabel's existence is because of this very farm. Here in the USA, they say the way to a woman's heart is through the airport. But Isabel's father found the way to Kathy's heart through this maize plantation. No wonder they say in Africa, the way to a man's heart is through the stomach.
My love story begins from there. So just through the harvests, every now and then, back then, she used to have like a harvest season on Labor Day weekend. And here she was, I was a single young lady. Of course, you're wanting to settle, you're getting all the pressure from home, and everybody was like, oh, you haven't found anybody? And I was like, maybe it's time, but I don't know who. You know, you're just busy with your life, with your schedule. There's no time for dating. And she did this one session, and she invited people from all over. There were people from Illinois, St. Louis, Minnesota, Champaign, Indiana. And right there, I met a family that was visiting, and they happened to be from Kenya as well. And they happened to also be from my community in Kenya. And they were the first people I ever met from my community since coming here. And we automatically just became friends. We exchanged contacts. We came to the farm, we harvested, and we kept in touch. We kept in touch not knowing what would come out of this. And little did I know that this family were going to be my future in-laws, because after interacting with them for about 3 years, they kept saying, Kathy, we need to keep you in our family, but we don't know who. We are so many of us in our family. Let's see who's available. And that's how they connected me to my now husband, who lived in Tennessee at the time. So this was just a long distance connection, but it all started in this farm.
Isabel is the best thing that has ever happened to Kathy. Kathy believes that the sweetest things in life begin with humility. They start unexpectedly and in the simplest manner.
I'm now married. I work, and I moved to St. Louis, Missouri. I have a family. My husband and I are blessed with 2 children. I have a daughter, Isabel, who's 5, and I have a son, Taji, who's 18 months. And every year we come down to see Mama Chico, because our story started here.
It is not only the young who are here, but the young at heart are here too. This American queen is over 70 years old, but to her, age is just but a number.
My name is Mary Jane Miller. They call me MJ. I'm a friend of Janet Zintambila, and she has a business where she raises maize corn, and it's time for us to harvest the corn. We do it by hand, with pulling it off the ears, off the stalk, and then we put the ears in bags, 50 or to 55 per bag, and then she sells it to vendors or people who are in other cities like Dallas, Indianapolis, Chicago. And so I'm just here helping her harvest. I have a butcher knife. Whack!
Wait a minute. I hear someone singing in the maize plantation.
Monja, monja, nzerere, nzerere. Monja, monja, nzerere, nzerere. Ndaza kotena mrito. Gondo gwaguna gwananga, nzerere, nzerere. Monja, monja, nzerere, nzerere. Monja, monja, nzerere, nzerere.
Meet Professor Imbalambala, all the way from Vihiga in Kenya. The good singing professor is not alone. He is accompanied by his wife.
Buche. My name is Julie Imbalabala, and my husband is from Vihiga, and we're here to harvest some corn, some maize.
So you can speak some Kimaragoli?
Very little. Kidogo sana.
Like which one?
I know how to say ndeva hey.
Who was your relative?
Darilo msembe guli gondi.
Akiswande turaku.
Sindareta. Kindiki chanaga kindu cha msembe chanagira handango ya. Achi wakoya, sindakoya. Wakoya ni mama fe kayambeba. Kayambeba mwana watonde. Tonde mangure. Mangure. Mangure ngwegwe. Angwegwe. Ngwegwe bayanza. Bayanza abagabo. Bagabo ninga. Ninga azaza. Zaza mbo. Mbo kabiri. Kabiri nambura. Nambura nzidi mashakurara. Abana bange basheza ngambere gadede marandede. Siguku marandede. Dayo niragura mugambo turogobogoyi.
It is not only Kenyans who are here. Many nationalities are represented.
Yeah, they're very good, the garden. The crown very good, somebody coming right here. The crown. I'm coming Wheaton way in. Yeah, very fast, 2 hours. Yeah, the grocery store I have. Yeah, I share grocery store. Thank you.
How much are you taking today? So much, so many?
Yeah, today every 200, 300 I bring.
And your customers like? Your customer, they like the maize?
Yeah.
What kind of customers do you have? African?
Too many. Yeah, too many customers. Thank you.
Okay. From which country do you come from?
Myanmar.
Oh,
Myanmar. Yeah, I come from Myanmar.
Okay.
ဒီမှာပြောင်းဖိုးတွေရှိတယ်ဒီမှာလာကျမတို့ဟိုဗာလဲချီကာကိုကင်တဲဆန်ဂရိုရှယ်တွေမှာဝယ်လို့ရတယ်เนาะဒီမှာငါတို့မြန်မာပြည်ကချင်းတောင်ကစားတဲ့ဟာမျိုးတွေပေါ့เนาะမိုင်းရယ်ခွင်းရှိခွင်းမဟုတ်ဘူးเนาะအဲ့ဒါကြည့်ရပါ
What she is saying is that she has a shop in Chicago. She has driven all the way from Chicago to come here and collect corn for her customers. Diana Towet, all the way from Kericho in Kenya's Rift Valley region, is here too.
Hey, jambo. Ninaishi hapa Illinois, which is about 1.5 miles, 1.5 hours drive from here. Nimekuja hapa kuvuna mahindi. This is white corn. This is a very rare cash crop here because mara nyingi tumezoea the yellow corn, the sweet corn ile sana sana wazungu wanapanda, lakini this one hii sasa hii tukipata hii sasa this is gold for us. Most of the time we use this for githeri and motungo, yani mahindi chamusha. Yes.
Okay. So watu hapa America wanakula mutungo?
Watu hapa wanakula mutungo. Surprisingly, people here still maintain the food, the culture, like in terms of food. Watu wanakula chakula ya nyumbani. Ni ngumu sana upate watu wananunua, they buy food from outside. So we try as much as possible to eat the way we eat at home. Yeah. So unaona sasa kama hii tukichuna, tunaenda tunadondoa, tunatoa uchafu, tunaweka kwa ziplocs, tunazifreeze. So it sustains us for the rest of the year until next year wakati season nyingine imekuja, wakati tunavuna zingine. Yes.
Ukifreeze inakuwa mzuri, unaweza kukula tena?
Unakula vizuri sana. Freeze is just to keep them fresh. Zisiharibike.
So it doesn't lose taste?
No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Pia hata kama unafanya unachemsha mtungo the way it is, unatoa tu maganda unachemusha, you still freeze them. Bado even if they are on the cob, you still freeze them. Bora umechemsha vizuri zimeiva, you drain the water, unazikausha, unaziweka kwa freezer. Unatoa tu moja moja ukikula. Hapa sasa nikiwa hapa inanikumbusha nyumbani, the lifestyle back home. Unajua tukiwa nyumbani when we were young, wazazi wetu walikuwa nachuna. Kwetu hatukuwa tunapanda mahindi because my parents wanapanda chai. So but our neighbors, utapata kuna mmoja ambao wanapanda mahindi. So tulikuwa wakati wa kuvuna tunaenda kwa neighbors, tunaenda tunasaidiana because it was very fun. It was a fun activity. Tunachuna tukiimba, tukisanya, you know, it's just a fun activity to do. So inanikumbusha nyumbani, the culture back home, and just being outdoors.
It is not only the Rift Valley. Kenya's Lake region is also here.
I'm Shem Mugutu, born in Kenya, raised in Kenya, and staying in US. We are here doing harvesting for the maize, and it's a very nice experience because it reminds me of how home is. And as you can see, the maize is grown, and this reminds me of some great memories when I was still a kid, when I used to assist my parents to work in the farms. Yeah, so this is a very nice place to be. Yeah. Maybe you can come with me so that you see how the maize here is. It's actually different from, this breed is a very nice breed. Some are very small like this. You may not know that they have maize, but they have some. Yeah, so you see a maize like this is a very nice one compared to some. So it doesn't have to actually grow big, though some are very big. It reminds me of home, you know. I don't know whether this one took like around 3 months. 3 months, and the maize is this way, and it's green. It's purely green, even though it's seriously shining here, but it's seriously green. The temperatures are high, but the maize is very green. So this is so nice. This is so nice. I'd like to maybe one day take this breed back home in Kenya so that I try it. Sincerely, when I was coming to US, I thought that I would find buildings everywhere with no farms. Yeah, so when I came, and I just came to realize that US is one of the most growing corn areas in the world. Actually, US is either number 1 or number 2, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I'm very surprised because this is something I was expecting to be in Africa only.
The presence of Africans cannot be complete without Nigerians.
Hey, this is Chinasa. I'm a Nigerian. I come from the eastern part of the country, and I feel so grateful reconnecting with what we used to do back home. That's going to farm, planting and harvesting corn. We call it ukoro in my dialect in Nigeria, being Igbo. So coming here this morning has really helped me to reconnect with the tradition of farming season and harvest season that we normally do back in Africa, Nigeria precisely. And it just feels as if like a homecoming for me doing this in the US. It's a very special moment when we sit around the kitchen, roast this corn in a fire, eat and have conversation as a family, crack jokes, and feel that bond of family that brings us together when during harvest season. And just one thing is missing, and that is the traditional pear that goes along with eating this kind of delicacy back in Nigeria.
For those who missed this event, do not worry, because Moving Pictures Kenya is here to tell the story. As much as corn harvesting is fun, it is also therapeutic.
One of them in particular, the wife wanted to make sure he was up in good time and he was on the farm, he would not be late, she would get her maize. And they were all making fun of that. They said, you know, can you imagine she woke me up at 4 a.m. to make sure that I'm not late to come to the farm. But as I followed them behind, you listen to their stories, you listen to them sharing personal things about what they go through. They laugh about it. That's what the male community needs in America.
Mental health is a big issue in the USA, especially among the immigrant men. Through this corn festival, Mama Janet is playing her part. She believes that the cost of doing nothing far outweighs the cost of doing something, however little it may be.
Men coming together, talking about life issues. And it's easy. In the maize field, you're harvesting, you're having a good time, you're telling stories about home, about your wives. But hey, if you can laugh about it, that's good. You know, we all need each other. And I would encourage more men to come. And I just had a woman tell me yesterday on the phone, oh, our husbands, they want githeri. They ask for githeri, but when you say, oh, let's go get the maize, they don't want that. They don't want to hear that. So you know what, husbands, please support your wives. When they need your help in harvesting or getting the maize, please be there for them.
As we finalize, we start loading the corn onto trucks destined for various destinations. This one is specifically destined for Texas.
The African woman is very committed to family, and she'll do everything she can to make sure that she has the right foods or the foods that the husband enjoys. And so I applaud them and I say, hey, keep it up. You know, family is very important. You really have to take care of your family and make sure your spouses are content and happy, because what else are we living for in this life? But to bring good food home and make sure your family members are happy.
Thank you for watching this edition of Eyeing the American Dream. My name is Bonventure, and this is Moving Pictures Kenya, connecting people, inspiring Africa.